Hi there, I'm Vicky Parfano for Aussie Stampers. Today in my art journal layout, I'm showing you how to make some fringed matting. Now here are some close-ups of the project that I'm going to be making for you today, and I want to show you how it sits on my desk. So I have this in an 8 by 8 inch art journal. These are the papers that I'm using. They are from the I Am collection. I'm using just two papers. I'm using some of this large floral and the small floral to do the fringed matting with. So here is the art journal. I purchased this from Kmart for $4. It's the 8 inch by 8 inch size in the black. And I'm just going to snip through the top of these. I'm going to put it back in my journal later so that it will stand up on the desk. Now I have some new stamps in my Etsy store and I'm going to be using some of these today in the project. This download is 38 art journaling quotes and you get all of these quotes in the one download. So there are 5 pages and they print out to A4 or US letter size. And I'm going to use this one here today, which is "She who leaves a trail of glitter is never forgotten." I've printed that out on some Whisper White cardstock. You could just print it out on computer paper if you want to. Now I'm sort of laying it out how I think it's going to look. I need to cut down that piece a little bit more because I want to show more of that black edging there. So I'm just going through and trimming that up, and they're the measurements that you'll need. And you'll notice that the ring binding is at the top of the page so that my page will stand up like a little picture frame on my desk when I insert this back into my journal. So now I'm cutting out one of the 38 art journal quotes, and I was really happy to come up with this idea because I always struggle with the quotes in my art journal. I struggle finding good quotes. I feel like I want to create something, and so I thought, well, if I provide you with some of these quotes already, that makes it a lot easier for you. So just lining up where I want things to go, getting a general idea of where it's going. Now here is the fringed matting, and you can do this with any paper that has a plaid on it. So I'm just cutting away every second piece of those little sections on the end, and this gives me the fringed effect going all the way around. You'll see when you're finished that it looks just like a little fringed table mat, which is kind of cool. But I'm going to bump it up even more with some bundled twine underneath it. So I want to show you that technique as well. I know I get a lot of questions about how do you get your bundled twine to look so neat and tidy. Well, there are some clues that I can give you that will help with that part as well. So now it's time to adhere my piece. I'm just going to adhere it with some gel matte medium. If you didn't have gel matte medium, you can just use a glue stick or some liquid glue here, whatever you like. I'm not going to seal the front of the pages, so I don't need to have a medium to make it a non-porous surface. I'm just going to clean up my desk. If you are using a gel medium, it is a glue, so clean up with a baby wipe. Now I'm going to just adhere it to my piece at the back. Now, full disclosure here, I made a big mistake and I actually glued this piece on upside down. I do correct it later, but yes, the flowers are going to be in a completely different place. I'm sorry about that. I have 2 meters of black and white baker's twine, and I'm going to show you how I do this trick with getting my loops to look really uniform. So what I do is I start and I get my shape on the back and I wind it around like it's a little flower itself. So you can see how it's winding around there. So I've just stopped the film so you can see that a little bit. See, it's winding, so you want to make sure that the twine doesn't get too messy. You just want to keep it nice and neatly wound all the way back and cut off any excess. Now that looks great, and you're probably thinking, well, how do you transfer that onto the front of the page? Well, here's the simple and easy solution. Good old Scotch tape, or as we say in Australia, sticky tape. I'm just slamming that on the back, putting as much as I can on each of those edges. So I've got 4 big pieces of sticky tape on the back, and that's going to hold those pieces of twine in place. And this is the technique that I use. So which are your favourite scrapbook papers? Sound off in the comments below. I'd like to know if you like Kaisercraft or Simple Stories. This is the I Am collection. Maybe you have another favourite collection. I'd like to know what papers you like to work with, so let me know in the comments below. Okay, so I'm just trimming this down, just getting rid of the sticky tape that's on the back, and you'll see when I flip it over, it's almost a perfect shape. It looks really cool, and this is the best way to do it. So now I've finished off my page with some Kindy-Glitz Crystallina because I wanted to speak to the quote. I want to leave a trail of glitter across my page, and the way I've done that is just by glittering the pink flowers. I haven't gone over every other flower as well because you can see how I'm just outlining that there. That speaks to the quote perfectly. So all the little pink pieces are just getting a little trail of glitter, literally. Now, if you don't have the Kindy-Glitz, Crystallina, it is a must-have for everybody who does craft because it is the best out there. It is absolutely the bomb, the best colour you can get in all the glitter glues. And if you've got a favourite colour, let me know that in the comments below too, or let me know if you use Crystallina. I would love to know if you're using it as well. So these are some of the pages that I have printed out from my Etsy store, so the quote is available now in my Etsy store. I'll put the link to that below. Here's a nice view sideways so you can see how much dimension there is on this art journal page. And I think this page would make a great card too. You could cut it down to even smaller size of 6 by 6 and make a great square card with this. So these are the close-up pictures. I'm going to give you a link to a couple of more videos at the end of this piece. And thanks so much for watching today. Here it is standing on my desk. I'll see you again next time. Here are some more videos for some inspiration for you. Bye for now.